So today I'm going to be talking about cognitive dissonance theory and how it relates to communication and persuasion. Cognitive dissonance theory describes the feeling of discomfort we get when we try to hold two contradictory ideas, beliefs, or views in our head at the same time. And it can cause feelings of discomfort and agitation, or shame and guilt. In extreme cases, it can even lead to mental illness when those ideas are close to our core identity. When we experience cognitive dissonance, we'll do just about anything to get away from that feeling, including trying to bargain away one of the ideas or persuade other people in the truth of one of them over the other, or in some cases, even uh, believe misinformation if it allows us to hold two seemingly self contradictory ideas in our heads at the same time. I experienced this firsthand with my father in law, Steve, during the COVID pandemic. Steve is an intelligent, outgoing, loving man. He spent his entire career as an agronomist, which is a scientist who goes out to farms and helps farmers figure out why their crops aren't growing. It requires an understanding of biology, of geology, of research, of lab work, and even of how contagion spread. So he had these, at the same time, he consumed an awful lot of right wing media like Fox News and Newsmax and was subscribed to Facebook pages that spread a lot of right wing talking points. And so when the party line became dismissing the disease or trying to minimize it, people started to look for alternative ways to get around it or to cure it that didn't require us to spend time in isolation. Steve latched on to ivermectin, which is a antiparasitic drug that some believed would also have some benefit against treating the virus, but was scientifically proven over and over again in study after study that it didn't have any substantial effect. But over time, more and more of these articles linking to uh, nothing or specious studies that had very small sample sizes or weren't from accredited physicians or researchers popped up all over the place. And being able to use these articles and share these articles and studies allowed him to say that there was a scientific process going on and reconcile the scientist in him with the person who wanted to continue to believe in the right wing party line. Um, Eventually, he did end up getting the vaccine, mostly to keep the peace with the rest of his family. But to this day, I think there's still a little bit of strain over it. And though we all love him as a part of our family, our relationship has never been quite the same. And this is how persuasion can be used to help someone reconcile two contradictory ideas to the benefit of not the person they're being persuaded, but of the persuader.